Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Gun Doctor. Volkssturmgewehr. Say it with me. Volkssturmgewehr. German gun. It means the gun of the people. Just like the Volkswagen is the car of the people. Has, for some weird reason, and I don't understand this always, a hipfire barrel. I was like, okay, sure, we can build this as sniper support. We can build this as SMG. We do have gung ho. Super cool. Gung ho means you can shoot while you're running. You have perfectionist for bonus recoil control. That could be long range, mid range. But gung ho is really the one sales argument about this gun. SMG, sniper support. And then with the hipfire barrel, I've been experimenting a lot because I wanted to know how much hipfire does this gun have to offer. Can it actually keep up with the SMGs? Is it decent enough? And the good thing is it doesn't only have a hipfire barrel, it has also a hipfire stock. Because this is not an exclusive thing. Some ARs have a hipfire barrel, no hipfire stock. But if you have a hipfire barrel and a hipfire stock, then together with the Carver foregrip, and last here, the fabric, technically, but you don't need the sprint to fire. So instead of the fabric, you can be playing the pine tar, which means that you can also ADS better, because this is the interesting part. The fabric gives you hipfire accuracy, aimed on side speed, and sprint to fire speed. Not needed. So the pine tar grip here gives you bonus recoil control. So on top of just getting bonus hipfire, you also get twice bonus recoil control. Then you can obviously here go for fully loaded. Ammunition-wise, when I play hipfire, I've been usually going for hollow point because the fire rate often doesn't allow incendiary. Incendiary only ticks between the shots. And I think hollow point just does do a better job. Slap on the most ridiculous sight, considering that you might want to ADS at some point too. So put on the most ridiculous sight that still makes sense to a certain degree, right? That's why I usually use the 2.5 times slate. Because with the 2.5 times slate, you can also swap the sight in between. When it comes down to the front, you don't want to use the stabilizer. Obviously, we could use the recoil booster, but we're going to start without recoil booster first to show you the recoil. That would be then usually the Mercury silencer, but this also reduces damage range, which we don't want. So we go down to the MX silencer most of the time. Could also put on just the random compensator, but the MX silencer is golden. It looks cool. When it comes down to the magazine, we'll show you first without the magazine, because obviously with the 60 round normal, but you could also go for bonus damage or bonus recoil control. But all of them have a little bit different recoil to offer. Let me first show you what the 60 round drum mag has to offer with this beauty, because surprisingly, why ever, again, the Volkssturmgewehr is a hipfire monster. Don't ask me why I always come up with builds like these who actually work, but I don't know. I just like, you know, experiment with guns, and then suddenly I come up with something that does actually do a good job. Often the inspiration of the moment, like, oh, it's a hipfire barrel. What could possibly go wrong when we're testing this out? And then suddenly you're shooting someone on 20 meters with a hipfire Volkssturmgewehr, and you're enjoying life. So this would be the Volkssturmgewehr now with the 60 round mag. Now let's do the standard. We start on 5 meters. Decent. And that is the standard 60 round mag. Keep in mind, we're actually planning to go for the even better mag. So I'll show you the acceptable first and then the better afterwards. This is already very acceptable. I mean, you're on 5 meters. This is like the standard, you're away from someone and you do hit enough bullets, more than enough. This is gonna shred a person. And we'll show you also again the fragging showcase. Don't worry. So it's not only the shooting, it's also the fragging. But you can also do this, and it's okay enough to keep it on. You know, you can just keep it on your target. If you then with gung ho would run into a building, start hip firing, start ADSing down, and you just have the person. Obviously, don't have to ADS, but just if someone would be a little bit too far away and you don't want to swap over to AR. By the way, movement speed also on fleek. Obviously, you could swap and just keep it on as well. Option. Now, that was the standard mag. The standard mag kills relatively good and relatively fast, but you could make this even one better. Now, which one kills faster? Good question. I have to say that it just feels good enough already on both magazines. So this is the Gorenko, 5 meters. Again, this is the normal one, 5 meters. You do have a little bit more on the normal one, but you also have more bullets. The Gorenko shoots faster. Faster usually means more spread, but it's also more control. This becomes clearer, especially on range. When you're looking at 10 meters now with the Gorenko. A good little spread. And 10 meters with the normal Magazin. Straight in comparison. Before we do that though, the Gorenko allows you, obviously, when you ADS down, it's easier to control than the normal mag. There's obviously no question. So that is one advantage of the Gorenko. You do have very good hip fire on Gung Ho again. Gung Ho means I can just do that while sprinting. But obviously also when you then ADS down, so you know, you get the 5 meter super one, when you ADS down, it obviously is also then much better. But here we wanted to see the normal mag just straight up in comparison with the Gorenko. We have the 1-to-1 comparison. Now we have the 10 meters with the normal mag. Did you notice if you're looking at 10 meters with the normal mag versus the Gorenko, that's a huge difference. And last but not least, we could also try out the damage mag. I've actually not tried out the damage mag because it's known to obviously give more recoil. But that being said, it doesn't actually always give more recoil. Some of the guns surprisingly are bugged. So instead of getting more recoil, you're getting nothing, just more damage, and you're good. Also, the lower fire rate can work on the spread. So it's like a trade-off of lower fire rate than with the more recoil, but still on the hipfire accuracy might lead to the equivalent result of what the 60 round mag has to offer, just packing more punch. So it's kind of like, you know, it's always gonna be trying around. So we'll go for 5 meters first. Yeah, I feel significant more than both cases, obviously. And then you go for 10 meters, and 10 meters you can protect this. So it's possible, but the Gorenko is definitely the wave when it comes down to that. The 60 round mag is definitely an option. I would have to see again the damages now, which one is better, the Gorenko or the 60 round mag, which one is like the leadership. Do you have like 1 shot to kill less, 2 shot to kill less with the 60, or is the 40 round mag it? I just saw on True Game Data's Twitter that he actually has a tweet made about this. So he's getting there, getting this done. I'm probably giving him like another month, and then we should have the results that we're hoping for. And then we know all the good TTKs. But now, obviously, as always, the question, guys, ladies and gentlemen, on top of being able to shoot walls, very good, does it heal? Let's have some fun sending Jimmy's back to the lobby. Also, if you wonder why I'm only wearing half the headset, well, it's very simple. Just in case my wife calls me because the children are waking up. Because she's essentially upstairs having one child in our bed. He doesn't still sleep, you know, alone. And she tends to roll out of bed. So whenever like one of our daughters wakes up, I'll just be running upstairs, make a milk bottle, you know, take the daughter, send her to her own bed or whatsoever. Therefore, I do actually wear my headset one-sided because I'm prone to, when I'm, you know, busy making a YouTube video, actually not hear if someone's calling for me because, you know, I'm quite focused. Now, can eat a kill, Chad. We need people on our side of the map. Obviously, that would be helpful so we don't have to, like, you know, shoot people on range. It's like the problem as we're landing back here that we're looking to. Hopefully he doesn't take a plane. Speed up. By the way, yes, always playing stims as the integration happened, because stims just really allow you that.
Enemy dropping into the AO.
Yes. Does it kill? Very much. Is it fun? Very much times 2.
Enemy cluster strike. Watch your heads.
And cracked him too, as it seems. Let's see, like, I jumped over. How many bullets did I hit there? You know, we just jumped over, like, you see how, like, we were almost dead, and we still almost won that fight. Ooh, does it kill? Oh, very much. Does it allow you good movement? Oh, hell yeah.
Enemy UAV.
Ah, beautiful. Especially because you have the bonus limb damage Obviously, even when you're hip firing, you're going to try to shoot the torso. Right? Here's, by the way, if you want to ADS, then down. I mean, I guess like, you know, halfway through as I was just shooting the guy, I could have just ADS down to properly finish him off. And obviously, I just wanted to show you also how far I can. Oh, shit. Ow. Leave me alone. I'm innocent. I've never done anything wrong. I've never hurt a single mouse apart from your friend that I just murdered a second ago. But it was for content.
Hostiles dropping into the area. Watch the skies.
You have to ADS down. ADS down. By the way, basic deduction, if you run into a building and you look straight and you don't see anyone where he is, behind the door. It's like often don't just trust your eyes. You have a brain, use it. Volkssturmgewehr Hipfire. Should be very rebirth clapping, but I think it should be also doing a decent good job on Caldera, especially if you think about it. This could even be used as sniper support, because essentially if I have to do this, I can do this. Right? Where are you? Oh, you're all the way up there with a Bren in plunder. So if I would have to shoot him with my ADSing down, I can. Like instead of hip firing, I can ADS perfectly too. Oh, wow. He was scared to bamboozling living shit out of me. And I still won. Okay, that one I just did lose, unfortunately. Even though I didn't feel it there. Was one hit off. I like it though. You see, the Volkssturmgewehr does kill. The Volkssturmgewehr does do good. Obviously, as always, when you're playing hipfire guns, you got to find the perfect decision between to hipfire and not to hipfire. When you remember the PPSH hipfire, you usually never ADS, but even there are situations where ADSing makes sense with it. Most of the time, you don't. But this time, we're talking about the Volkssturmgewehr. Here's the full loadout for your screenshot. It is fantastic. It is a great job. You can use it as sniper support or as a full SMG then together with a bar, Bren, STG, whatsoever. And you'll have a humongous amounts of fun. Give it a try. Give it a go. Tell me how it went for you. Thanks for watching my content. And yes, I'm still enjoying Warzone. The question comes a lot. I think I will do a dedicated video too much because I think it's important to tell you my thoughts on this. Why Warzone is still fun. Why Warzone will still be fun in the future. Yes, it's lacking right now, definitely. But there are reasons why it's lacking. It's not necessarily the Caldera map or anything. But I'll be sharing that definitely this week in a video because I think it's just some intrigue to give some insight there. Jago made also a very intriguing video on that that I just recently watched. His Q&A. It was cool to see. Yeah. Giving you more infos on where we're standing, why we're still liking it, and where you will even more see videos because I'm just having so much fun with the gunsmith. That being said, don't forget to subscribe to find your way back to the Gun Doctor. See you in the next video.